Guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's the Good Hot Shot. We are here on FIFA 19. Now this is going to be the goodbye video of FIFA 19, guys. You guys haven't seen me play much of this game, but on a personal level, this game has been my bread and butter all year long, and yeah, I'm gonna be a bit sad to see it go. Not gonna lie, I am a big career mode fan, and I am so looking forward to FIFA 20 now, especially with the new additions of morale, press conferences, a lot of customization options. I am a happy bunny. I pre-ordered it, this and the other, but this is my personal, my player career, and I've had one every single FIFA since FIFA 16. Yeah, and I've always been a striker, always been English, always been 6'1", right-footed. I always start. I've always started at Leeds United. Now, this one's probably my most successful one, I want to say. So, first season we won the championship. Absolutely banging season for me. It's just going to be a bit of an overview. Banging season. We won the championship. Got into the final of the Carabao Cup, but we came up against Manchester City and we lost, unfortunately. Only 3 losses throughout the whole season. We had an absolute amazing season. 39 goals in 34 games with 9 assists. Decent record. 3 yellow cards, but what do you expect when you try and, win the ball back? Anyway, second season. Stayed at Leeds. We'd been promoted to the Premier League naturally. Finished second in the Premier League because of the season I had. The second season in this save is the only season where I haven't scored more goals than I've played games. I play on world class. We finished second behind Manchester City. Got into the semis of the Carabao, and we got knocked out of the FA Cup on round 4. But the reason why this season is the only anomaly, with goals being less than games, which would be natural anyway for a footballer's career. I had a 6-month injury. I got injured, I think, after I think it was like the second, third game, and I was injured and I was taken out for a lot of the season. And when I came back, I think we were mid-table, so we were going to be safe anyway, stay in the Premier League. But when I came back, the form just for the whole team improved. We conceded a lot less goals because I was scoring a lot more, and the enemy teams, well, I say enemy, the opposition teams switched off basically when they went 3-0 down. But 25 games played, 18 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. One more loss than last season, and I played less games. Anyway, here we are. This one is a bit of a weird one. You're probably thinking, well, Luke, why the fuck did you move to Valencia? Well, I wanted out of Leeds. Obviously, I had my injury, and I didn't want to stay around, because in Korea, if you want to make leaps and bounds, yeah, you can stay with your own club. That's not a problem. But I thought, to progress my career, I want to move to a club, and just so happens I was offered a contract by 3 clubs. Crystal Palace, who are more of a staple Premier League side than Leeds were. Who was the other one? Do you believe I got asked for by Marseille, which would have been, a nice transfer, worth 50 million at the time. Nice transfer for Marseille, try and push and try and topple PSG. That's a big task. But No, Valencia was the third one, and I thought, well, you know what? In a career mode, I've never played. Well, in player careers, I've never played in the Spanish league. So we moved over to Valencia, first striker. Um, we're decent season. Dragged them up from ninth into fourth. We just scraped a Champions League slot. As you can see, the season before, they didn't play in the Champions League or the Europa League. They had a shocking first season. Anyway, the next full season, we go on and win the La Liga Santander. Now, that was a feat, but this is where I came into my stride as a footballer. You know, my attributes were increasing, this, that, and the other, and it was absolutely amazing. Cannot complain. So we won the Champions League, which was absolutely mental. I think we beat Juventus, I want to say, but it doesn't actually show you played in the final, which is unfortunate. I think we beat Juventus, won the league, got to the quarters of the domestic cup, and you're going to see quite a few times at the teams I am playing at, like, I'm not doing well at in domestic cups. I think I'm cursed, guys. Anyway, played 60 games, scored 75 goals. We had 8 losses, 8 draws, and 44 wins. Very good season, but I picked up 9 yellow cards. I think I got suspended for a couple of Champions League games, in fairness. And then this season, so the 21-22 season, so, I'd had a full season, I think like a half a season, something like that. And then this season, this was another half season. So when I left, we were first, and I do believe Valencia just lost out on the title after I'd left to Barca. I think they lost retaining the league title by 2 points, and I think it was the last match day of the season, and that's where they choked it. Anyway, we got to the final of the UEFA Super Cup. We didn't win it. We won the Super Coppa, which is like the champions of the La Liga and the winners of the Spanish Cup. That's what the Super Coppa is, and we won that. We got, like, when I left it, we only went to league stage, but like I said, I think we finished second. Round of 16 in the Champions League. Again, by the time I'd left in January, and I think the first Champions League knockout stages happen in February. So that's why it says round of 16. And by the time I left, we got to the quarterfinals of the Copa España. In that half a season that was there, we played 29 games, scored 42 goals in those 29 games, picking up only 1 loss. And I think, in fairness, that was the Copa de España, because when I left, we were undefeated. For I think like 17 games. It was mental. Well, you wouldn't be surprised if you're bashing in 42 goals in 29 games. Like, come on, with 12 assists, you wouldn't be not undefeated, would you? Anyway, FC Bayern Munich. So, transferred from Leeds to Valencia for around 50 million. When I left Valencia, I was worth 89 million. So I was, becoming a very good world-class player. I think I was an 88 when I left. When I joined Munich, sorry. Got there in January. We were second, and we were 8 points behind Borussia Dortmund at the end of the transfer window. By the end of the season, we'd won the league. It was an absolute mental season. A season of, getting used to the team. And even in saying getting used to the team, we didn't take a loss. I were absolutely so impressed with my first half of the season at Bayern. 28 goals in 23 games. Amazing. Anyway, first full season with Bayern. Won the Super Cup because we'd won the Champions League the season before. Won the Super Cup and we won the Bundesliga. Only got into the final of the Super Cup and because there's the German Super Cup and there's the UEFA Super Cup. So again, the Super Cup's for if you win the league the season before and the domestic trophy. The Dutch, no, not the Dutch, the Deutschland, the German Cup, the DFB Pokal. We only got to the quarters in that, but we won the Champions League 2 years on the trot. And as a person, I'd won it 3 years on the trot because I'd won it the season before with Valencia as well. 60 goals in 52 games. We took up 4 losses, but that was only 4 losses. I think 3 losses in the. So we lost the Super Cup. We lost in the quarters, and then so that's 2. I think we only took 1 loss in the whole season in the league, and again, a very good season. Anyway, I only had a season and a half at Bayern because I knew at this point. I was at Bayern like what 4 or 5 days ago in real life, and I knew FIFA 20 was coming out, and I wanted a transfer. I didn't want to end it at Bayern. Yeah, you just win the league over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Bayern is the top club in German football. Anyway, didn't make an appearance for FC Bayern in the 23-24 season because I had a contract from Manchester City come in. I was being paid, so at Leeds I was being paid 13 grand. When I moved to Valencia, that went up to 70 grand. When I went to Bayern, it went up to 180 grand. And I came over to Manchester City, and I'm being paid 325 grand a week. That is currently my wage, because I'd gone from an 88 to a 90 by the time I'd moved from Bayern to Man City. Anyway, we're only halfway through the season. We just got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Oxford United via penalties. It was like 0-0, and I could not score. Their defence was unbelievable. Couldn't get past them, which sounds terrible, but they were unplayable. And then penalties, Edison made a mistake, so we got knocked out by Oxford. We're currently in the round of 16 Champions League, haven't played a knockout game yet, and we haven't played an FA Cup game yet, but I've scored 37 goals in 27 games so far. So that's that, being at 4 clubs, won 4 titles. So I've won the Championship with Leeds United, I've won the Liga with Valencia, I won the German League twice with Bayern, and then that's only 3. Am I retarded? We won the Championship. No, we won the Championship. We won the Liga, and then we won the Dutch League twice. So that is 4. I'm not being retarded, guys. We've won the Domestic Cup once. That was the DFB Pokal. So my first season at Bayern, we won the Dutch Cup. That was very good. Broke the curse, so to speak. And then I've won 3 Champions Leagues in as many years. So yeah, worth 104 million. Played 275 games, 215 wins, 31 draws, 29 losses, 329 goals in 275 games, with 81 assists. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, like I say, we're currently, it looks like we're running away with the league. We weren't, because for the first 17 games we've been playing catch up with Liverpool and Chelsea, because we had a shambolic start to the season. In my debut for Man City, we lost 2-0 to Cardiff, which was shocking because we were playing at the Etihad. And yeah, that's about it, guys. But we're 6 points clear now because we thrashed Liverpool 5-0, which was stupid because it's world class and they just weren't playing well. So yeah, anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do drop a like down below. FIFA 20 career mode. Alright, guys, let me know your suggestions I am going to have the player career. I'm going to record every single episode of the player career because I play that tons, and I will decide whether or not to do a manager career from the start or further down the line. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do drop a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what your favourite part of the episode was. What do you think about my stats for this player career on FIFA 19? And yeah, guys, take it easy. I'll see you guys when FIFA 20 drops or a couple of days before. Bye bye.